Well, it's been an emotional 48 hours for Bristol, Connecticut and law enforcement communities nationwide after two officers were shot and killed on Wednesday night in the line of duty. Today, the New York Yankees held a moment of silence for Sergeant Dustin DeMonte and Officer Alex Hamzy. This afternoon, a procession for the two police officers ahead of another vigil tonight for another officer in Bristol. 12 News reporter Matt Paddock spoke with a local detective about some of the dangers that come with wearing the badge. Matt?
Mike, anytime an officer is called to duty, they're putting their lives on the line. But Providence Detective Captain Timothy O'Hara says that domestic violence calls like these can be some of the most dangerous for any officer. A motorcade of flashing lights. Lengthy lines of police cruisers taking to Bristol, Connecticut today. One of two processions being held for fallen officers Dustin DeMonte and Alex Hamzy, who were shot and killed in the line of duty on Wednesday night. A community in mourning as flowers, balloons, and notes now sit outside of the Bristol Municipal Facility, remembering the lives of those two men being hailed heroes.
Yes, our worst nightmare to have officers killed in the line of duty.
Sergeant Dustin DeMonte and Officer Alex Hamzy were shot and killed in what Connecticut State Police are calling an ambush after the two responded to an emergency call about a possible domestic violence incident.
Those are where the most dangerous calls a police officer can go on.
Providence Detective Captain Timothy O'Hara says he and the rest of the Providence Police's hearts hurt today, as he says PPD plan on being there to support their brothers at arms.
Department plan on doing anything kind of to honor these two officers who fallen in the line of duty?
Sure, there will absolutely be a Providence Police presence at that funeral in Bristol, Connecticut.
Both O'Hara and former head of the Rhode Island State Police say this is a grim reminder of the risks law enforcement encounter every day.
Understand that it could happen to any of us at any time. All the men and women that serve in law enforcement all over the country take an oath and they put their life at risk all the time.
It's scary and it's horrible. And it just makes you think, as anybody in law enforcement throughout the country all believe today, that could have been me. Anybody responding to that, they all know if it's San Diego, Providence, Bristol, it doesn't matter, that could have been us. So that's an impact.
A vigil was held on Thursday night, with another being held tonight at the Bristol Police Department. The suspect, 35-year-old Nicholas Brutcher, was shot and pronounced dead at the scene. His brother was also shot and taken to a hospital, and his condition is unknown at this time. Live in studio, Matt Paddock, 12 News.
Tragedy in Providence this morning as an elderly woman is found dead after a fire in her home. This happened here on Hazel Street just before 5 a.m. Neighbors tried to get the 93-year-old woman out of the house, but the smoke was too thick to get inside the home. Firefighters say the fire started in the middle of the house. Her identity has not been released yet. No word on the cause of that fire tonight. Tributes continue tonight for the two Bristol, Connecticut police officers killed in the line of duty. The New York Yankees held a moment of silence for Sergeant Dustin DeMonte and Officer Alex Hamzy before their game this afternoon. Right now, there is a procession escorting Sergeant DeMonte to a funeral home. A procession for Officer Hamzy took place earlier this afternoon. 12 News reporter Matt Paddock talked to a Providence police detective about the dangers that come with wearing the badge. Matt?
Yeah, Mike, I spoke with Providence Detective Captain Timothy O'Hara today, who says domestic calls like the ones Officer Dustin DeMonte and Alex Hamzy went on are some of the most dangerous the men and women in blue can respond to. The tributes pouring in outside the Bristol, Connecticut Police Department, as well as inside the lobby for officers Dustin DeMonte and Alex Hamzy. The two officers killed Wednesday night in the line of duty. Both decorated officers now being remembered as heroes. A police cruiser showered with flowers and balloons outside of the station, with thank you cards and notes piling up inside.
Those are where the most dangerous calls a police officer can go on.
Providence Police Detective Captain Timothy O'Hara sharing his remorse for the department and those affected after Connecticut State Police say the two officers were lured to the home by an emergency call about a possible domestic violence incident between two brothers.
Yes, our worst nightmare to have officers killed in the line of duty. There's no call that can be considered routine, especially a domestic violence call.
The suspect, 35-year-old Nicholas Brutcher, and his brother Nathan were also shot. Nicholas pronounced dead at the scene. Former head of the Rhode Island State Police, Stephen O'Donnell, also sharing his condolences, reminding people the risks law enforcement encounter every day.
It's scary and it's horrible. And it just makes you think, as anybody in law enforcement throughout the country all believe today, that could have been me. Anybody responding to that, they all know if it's San Diego, Providence, Bristol, it doesn't matter, that could have been us. It has an impact.
Hundreds coming out Thursday night for a vigil for the 2 fallen officers as the gut-wrenching loss continues to trickle throughout New England.
Understand that it could happen to any of us at any time. All the men and women that serve in law enforcement all over the country take an oath and they put their life at risk all the time.
Providence Police Detective Captain O'Hara says that there will absolutely be a Providence police presence at the funeral for those 2 officers. Reporting in studio, Matt Paddock, 12 News.